Good morning, my lovelies. Welcome back to another Minecraft for Parents, or as my Twitch chat has lovingly dubbed this, slightly jaded survival guide. Do as I do, not as I say. And yes, I look a little odd today. Chat has decided that from now on, when they change my skin during a Twitch stream, I have to at least start my videos in that skin. But that opens us up to talking about skins. This wasn't planned, but we'll do it anyway. You can change your skin in game. Hit escape. See where it says dressing room? Click that button. And I have multiple skins, some fun, silly ones. These are the ones that my chat can pick from. Yeah, they're odd. But I'm going to go back to my normal skin. As you see here, you can have a couple skins already ready to go and enabled. I'm going back to my regular skin because, I feel a little weird running around as Grogu. Resume game. There we go. Now I feel more normal. All right. If you don't know me, my name is Maribel Jade, or also known as Jade, and I'm your Minecraft mom. And we likely have at least one thing in common. Our kids play Minecraft. Oh, and I probably should mention this area that I am doing the intros in. This is a copy of the world from Season 6 of Truly Bedrock. Yes, all built in survival, all slightly odd, just like me. Last episode, we talked about setting up your first world and surviving your first night, which I'm surprised I actually did. I didn't die. Huzzah. Today, we're going to talk about food. Like in real life, food is necessary for survival in Minecraft. Some foods are better for you than others. And now, we're in another world. This is a creative world. This is my test world where I build random things and test out how things work. Brought you in here because it's the easiest way to show you the different types of food. Rather than trying to run around a survival world and try and find all the food, I'm going to show you it here, and then we'll see what we can find in the survival world. Before me, I have a setup to show you the basics of food. Okay, we're going to go beyond the basics. We're going to try and cover all the food options, how you make them, and where you get them. But let's start with the easy stuff first. These are foraged foods. Some are crops. This is what they look like in the wild. Well, they won't be in the wild. Most of these will be found in villages, except for a few that aren't, but are. I'll explain. Wheat. Wheat's fairly simple. But unfortunately, you can't eat wheat as it is. You have to craft it into something. And then we have carrots. Carrots are edible straight out of the ground. Potatoes. Potatoes are edible straight out of the ground. Beets. Beets are edible straight out of the ground. Right here we have sugarcane. Sugarcane in itself isn't a food, but it is used to make foods and other things in the game. Next, we have melons. You will find melons growing in jungles and a few other random places. As a melon itself, it is not edible, but when you break it, it will become melon slices. Those you can eat. Pumpkins. Pumpkins you can't eat as they are, and when you break them, you can't eat them. But you can use them to make other things. Berry bushes. Like most berry bushes, don't walk into these. They're spiky. You will take damage. But you can harvest the berries and eat the berries. That was right-clicking, and you can eat your sweet berries. Nom nom nom. Yummy. Next, you have glowberries. Glowberries you won't find above ground for the most part. You will find them in caves, growing and, as the name suggests, giving off light. The berries themselves glow, the vines don't. But you can harvest the berries off the vines and eat those. What causes them to glow? I don't know. I don't think you want to know either. Let's not look too deep. Last one, apples. Apples you'll get from chopping down oak trees and dark oak trees. They'll eventually fall from the leaves, so when the leaves start despawning, or you start breaking the leaves, you'll get some apples. Next, we have raw foods. These are going to be things that you'll get from killing animals, of course. So, you have your raw chicken, raw pork chop, raw beef, raw mutton, raw rabbit, raw cod. You'll get this from fishing. Raw salmon, also fishing, tropical fish. Yes, you can eat tropical fish. You can eat Nemo. Don't tell your kids. And finally, pufferfish. You can eat it, but you get sick. Enough of that. Not only do you get sick, but it actually makes you hungrier faster. Don't eat it. It's possible to eat, but not recommended. Now, you have the raw version, and over here, we have the cooked versions of all the meats. Plus, baked potato. You can eat potatoes raw, or you can eat them baked. When they're baked, they fill up more hunger and keep you fuller longer. Being more full in Minecraft is called saturation. It means those meat pops last longer. So the food with the most saturation keeps you from having to eat as often. Next, we have crafted foods. We have pumpkin pie. To make pumpkin pie, that's where our pumpkin comes in. Sugar, which we get from the sugarcane, and eggs. Eggs in themselves are not edible. I don't know why. We can't cook just plain egg, but we use eggs in recipes. You get eggs from chickens. They dispense them while running around. So if you have a pen of chickens, you'll end up picking up eggs as you walk in there. You don't get the eggs from killing the chickens. The chicken has to be live. Next, we have cake. 3 buckets of milk, 2 sugar, 1 egg, 3 wheat. You get buckets of milk by going up to a cow with a bucket and right-clicking on the cow for the bucket of milk. Don't left-click, that'll just cause you to hit the cow with the bucket. Yeah, don't ask me how I know it. Hitting a cow with a bucket doesn't do any good except the cow runs away. Also, this you can get from villagers. We'll talk about villager trading later, but that's one of the things you can get from villagers, is cake. Next, we have cookies. 2 wheat and 1 cocoa bean. Cocoa bean you'll find in jungles growing on jungle trees. We'll look at that later. Here we have mushroom stew. It takes 1 brown mushroom, 1 red mushroom, and a bowl. No, you don't eat the bowl. You end up just slurping the soup out of the bowl. And then you get to keep the bowl and reuse the bowl. So it's a good early game food. And what I consider probably the most complicated recipe of all the cooked food in Minecraft, rabbit stew. In order to make rabbit stew, you have to have cooked rabbit meat, a carrot, a baked potato, a bowl, and 1 of the 2 mushrooms. It doesn't matter which color, just 1 of the 2 mushrooms. Seriously, that's a lot of stuff to gather just for a soup. Why? It's more complicated than it needs to be, and more expensive to make than you probably will ever make. And now, beetroot. Beetroot soup. 6 beetroots and a bowl. Yeah, that's a thing. And probably the most common form of food, bread. Takes just 3 wheat, and you have bread. Bread's a good early game food, especially if you find a village, because you can get quite a bit of wheat. And yeah, bread's okay. And now for some of the specialty foods. We're going to talk about kelp, which you can't eat on its own, but you can eat dried kelp. To make dried kelp, it's just like cooking any other food. You throw the regular kelp in the furnace with fuel, and it cooks it, dries it out, and then you can eat it. Yeah. Okay. To each their own. Rotten flesh. Yes. You can eat it. I don't necessarily recommend it, but you can, if you need to. And you get rotten flesh from killing either zombies or drowns, or I think you can get it from killing some of the zombified piglins in the nether. But, yeah, we haven't gotten to the nether yet, so we're not talking about those things. Next, we have golden carrots. Yes, for some reason, Minecraft encourages heavy metal poisoning. Yeah. It's a carrot surrounded by golden nuggets. You can get golden nuggets, but I don't recommend making golden carrots. If you really want golden carrots, you'll end up having villagers, and you can trade and get golden carrots from the villagers. Don't waste your gold making golden carrots. You can trade for them later on. There's plenty of other food out there that you can eat until you get to the point of having villagers and golden carrots. Next, we have golden apples. Another point where Minecraft is trying to teach you to eat poison. Don't eat gold, please, people. Just don't. To make a golden apple, it's an apple surrounded by gold ingots. Now, I will admit, golden apples are really good. They can restore health, and they have all kinds of other cool properties that will give you boosts and stuff like that. And it's used in a technique to cure a zombified villager. We'll talk about that later, but just know that it exists. And sometimes it's worth it to craft it. But believe me, if you do enough mining and enough dungeon crawling, you'll find quite a few golden apples, and you won't need to craft them. There is one more specialty item when it comes to food: the enchanted golden apple. This cannot be crafted. It can only be found. You used to be able to craft it, but Mojang decided that it was too overpowered and they didn't want us to craft it anymore. It used to be crafted by using golden blocks. A golden block is made by 9 gold ingots combined to make a block. So that's a lot of gold. But Mojang decided it was too overpowered and they didn't want us to be able to craft it. So now you can find it sometimes in dungeons and in loot chests. It's a very nice thing to have. It's also used in some other recipes for other things, but I don't know many people that actually use those in those recipes. Most people, when they find an enchanted golden apple, they put it in an item frame and hang it up because it's just kind of cool. So that's the basics of food. Now, let's actually go into the world and we'll see how much food I can find while trying to make a little place to live and maybe do some exploring and see what we can find. And we're back. And, yeah, we have a friend outside. What do I want to do about this? Well, Yes, miss, I heard you. Alright, well, let's talk about weapons. We're gonna make ourselves a weapon. We're starting with a sword. And you know what? I realized we could use a chest to put stuff in case we die. We can, leave all this here. Yes, I hear you, miss. I hear that you are, rather antsy. Okay, watch this. Can we get her to come? No, never mind. Not gonna work. I was gonna see if I could get her out of my house. No. Oh, that's a creeper out there. By the way, witches throw potions. This is a potion effect. It's gonna drag me down in health, and I need food. Do we have any here? Oh, we do. We did have some cooked food. Yay! All right. Oh, and the switch dropped some redstone. Alrighty. As you can see, I am down to 1 heart. That is what happens. The potion effect will last. It will not take me past 1 heart, but if I do anything to incur damage, I will die. And as you can see, I'm slowly getting my health back. And now we have to figure out how to get out of here without dying. Let's actually first cook up some more food, because I'm going to be very hungry.
it takes some of your meat pops in order to regain your health. So let's fix that. It's going to take that one piece of coal and cook my food. And because I put beef in while there was a cooked pork chop, it wasn't going to cook the beef while there was something else over in the output. If you have multiple of the same thing, it'll keep cooking them. But if you're doing different things, it's not going to. It will stop right then and there. These flames show you how much fuel you have left. And as you see, it's going to slowly go down over time. I don't like the fact that this is cobblestone. I am going to cook my cobblestone down back into regular stone and replace that piece. Nope. There is a trick that I have learned. We're going to dig straight up. This can be a dangerous tactic because you don't actually know what's above you. And there are blocks in Minecraft that do respond to gravity, such as sand and gravel and snow and water. By digging straight up, you give the possibility of those falling on your head. But there's a trick with torches to prevent that. I'll show you that on my attempt to get out of here alive. I'm putting a torch down at my feet, and I'm going to dig straight up. Oh, and look, I didn't have to go very far. Nice. Now, I'll break that. Place. I'm hopping while I'm placing. All right, I am no longer down there where that creeper could get me, but he sees me. Oh, and look, there's a zombie in a tree. Okay, I wanted to go see if I could find some food. But I'm going to run away from all those dark and scary things and just kind of see what I can find for food and maybe a good place to live other than that hole. Because honestly, the overhang, is cool as it is, nope. Too many dark things. Too much darkness, and too many things that can spawn in the darkness. Ooh, flowers. Ooh, and there's one of our brown mushrooms. You know what? We're gonna grab one, just in case. Oh, I saw something moving. Chance of food? Yes! A sheep! Yay. All right, what did I get? Oh, good. I got 2 raw mutton and some black wool. Nice. Okay. So, now we need to find a safe place to build our first little home. And you know what? Right on top of a hill might be a good idea because you can see what's coming. You can see what's all around you. There's not a lot of darkness. There's not going to be any darkness up here. All right. We have our new home. Or maybe we don't, because I see that sun is going down. Let's see. We're going to start off by... Do we want to go back over there? You know what? Why not? We're going to, I guess, mine through the night. And then pick up our stuff and move. Hopefully we can get back to our little hidey hole. There it is. There's our little safety. And there's a creeper right there. I want to get down without taking a lot of damage. Wait. Oh. There it is. You know what? Aha. Yes, I'm a scaredy cat. I'm very much a scaredy cat. Let's mine throughout the night. And I'll come back if something interesting pops up. If not, I'll see you when daylight comes. It occurred to me, there's another thing that I can show you that will make your life when mining easier. I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to go into settings. Right here, show coordinates. Back a few years ago, this was considered a cheat by Minecraft. We're going to turn on coordinates. And notice down here, down in the lower left, it says your game is paused. Time will not move. Now, when you are in this menu, only if you are in a single player world. Now you're going to see that I have those numbers in the upper left of my game. We have X, Y, Z coordinates. X is going to be your east and west. East is positive, west is negative. Y, that's your up and down coordinates. Very self-explanatory. Z, north and south. North is negative, south is positive. There you go. And I am going to use the Y coordinates to help me in my mining. I want to mine down to level 14 because iron is more prevalent down at that level. When mining, there are certain ores and whatnot that you will find. At most of them you'll find at almost any level, but there are levels where they are more commonly found. Iron is more commonly found at level 14, or around there. Your gold is negative 14. Aha! Look at this! We've got our first iron, and it's even a little bit high. Nice. When you break an iron ore, you'll get raw iron. Oh, okay, let's see how much we get. That's 4 pieces. And here's another trick. If you have tools in your pockets that are close to breaking, you can craft them back together and gain a little bit extra use out of them when you do. And sometimes you want to just look around where you find ores. There might be more hidden, but it doesn't look like we got that lucky this time. But we got 4 pieces of iron. Once we are up here, we're going to cook the iron. Is it, oh, daytime? Just about, and we have friends. So we're just gonna, all right, we've got some iron ingots now. I'm gonna show you something that is very useful that you will need, that you'll want with early game. A shield. This is the pattern. This is where your shield goes. In order to use your shield, you crouch, which is shift. So we can open the door, shift, and let's see what is coming out. Aha! We've got lovely monsters. Now, as you're hitting, you drop your shield. But we still have lots more monsters up there. But it is now daytime. I want everything out of this chest, and I'm going to take the chest. We're going to go back out the way we escaped last time. Because, yeah, I don't think we're coming back here. We're going to go find a better place to live, because this is just too full of monsters. Yay! Okay, and as you can see, oh, arrows bounce off your shield. And, whoo, oh, that was close. Half a heart. Good thing we're not playing hardcore, or else I wouldn't get my health back. Oh, here's another fun thing. You can throw these. Watch. Ha-ha! And we're running, because I don't want to deal with them. Oh, and running you can do by double tapping W. And I just realized I don't think I told you guys how you move, which I'm guessing if you've gotten this far, you know it's WASD. W-A-S-D. W, forward. S, backward. A, to your left. D, to your right. WASD. I want a shovel because I want to flatten out this top. So I want a little bit more room to build with. Now, as you see, I dug underneath the crafting bench, and the crafting bench did not fall. The crafting bench is not affected by gravity. Well, and that shovel broke. And what I just did, I used what is called a pick block. You're using a mouse, and you have a scroll wheel. That, if you click using the scroll wheel on a block, and you have the same kind of block in your inventory, it will move that piece, or those blocks, to your hotbar. Let's put extra stuff down, because just in case we die, I would like not to lose all this stuff. So it's going in here.
There's a dog. Puppy. Okay. Okay. That's why I have bones. Let's see. Let's see if we can get that puppy. Okay. We're going squirrel. I want a puppy. Come here, puppy. Where'd you go? Oh. Oh, there's a fox. Where'd the puppy go? I want the puppy. Okay, fine. We'll just hold on to the bones in case the puppy comes back. I would love to have a fox as a friend as well, but I don't have anything to tame the foxes. Foxes, you use sweet berries to tame, and I don't have any. And I currently have a real-life cat begging for my attention. There's the puppy. Here, puppy. Hi there. You're an actual puppy. Which, by the way, yes, wolves will chase after sheep. Oh, well, you're now persistent. So, what persistent means? It means he will now not despawn, but I haven't tamed him because he decided he wanted more bones than I had. The number of bones it takes to tame a wolf is dependent on the wolf, and this one decided it wanted more than what I had. Oh well. Where is that cow? I hear it, and it's already getting dark. Okay, where is that cow? I keep hearing it. Where's that cow? And I have to figure out what I'm gonna do about staying safe overnight. And I don't have enough wool for a bed. I've got 2 pieces of wool. I need 3. So, well, I'm gonna do the chicken way, and I'm gonna bury myself in a hole. I'll see you in the daylight.